This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Okay. If you observe your virtual machine, after 10-15 minutes, if you are not touching anything, it went to the paused mode. And your physical machines, your laptop, or sometime like a 5 minutes or maybe a 10-15 minutes, you are not doing this one. Simply you are keep your laptop aside and you went outside, or maybe you are going for lunch. Meantime, the PC, your laptop display is off. And second one is, after 15 to half an hour time, you are not touching anything, you went for a lunch or you went outside, but you didn't shut down your PC, but system is automatically go to safe mode, right? Automatically go to the safe mode. So why it is happening like that?
Sir, in the settings it is active right after 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The PC gets on turn off or sleep mode. It is already set in timer and sleep mode option.
Very good. Okay, so our laptops in generally, so our laptops runs with a battery, right? Battery backup generally. Okay, so what is the most important parts, or first most one single part, first of all, which consumes more power? That is the most important part, and then also it consumes more power than the rest of the um, components in the laptop or a desktop. In mobile phone also same. So if you buy a mobile and it is there, they will give you a talk time, right? Talk time is for example 10 hours of talk time. It means 10 hours continuously. If you talk also, the battery will be there like a full charge. It will up to 10 hours. Normally they will go, nowadays they are giving 24 hours or 36 hours talk time they are giving. That's a talk time only. But if I play a game for a next 1 hour 2 hours, I play a game, battery will be drained. I watch a video for a next 2-3 hours, so battery will drain. But talk time will give more hours. So why? What is the difference? Which consuming more power from battery? Display.
The CPU.
CPU. Okay. So yeah, of course, CPU consumes also power, but compared to CPU, display consumes more power. Display required more power. It consumes more. If your displays keep running, so your battery will over very faster. You play a video in your mobile phone. Okay, it consumes lot of battery thing. Okay, if you are play a game, so faster it will consumes the battery power. Okay, my suggestion also. Guys, lot of people are having a lot of rumors about batteries and all kind of stuff. But as I know, as from my electronics background, or whatever the battery background it is, okay, electronics means not only just electronics. I work for some few months, or maybe like 6 months, 5 months, 6 months in a biomedical equipment. So that's a battery backup. Okay, that's a battery backup thing. So then I observe like what the people are tell. Based on that, I am telling plus the new things also. Lot of people think like a battery. So this is my personal suggestion, and try to understand this one. Lot of people think battery, so it should not cross 100%. It never cross 100 means complete. Okay, your battery not, if you are in 100%, your battery is 100% full. Even still you are put a charging, so nothing will happen. Automatically the power from your charger to your battery will stop automatically. Okay, Some people tell once it is reach 100%. One second, guys. Hello. Nothing. Spams only I'm getting. Okay, so don't use battery and make it almost like a 10%. Once you reach a 10% or a 0%, okay, then put a charger. Okay, never go to the 100%. If you go to 100%, battery will be damaged like that. It is completely wrong. It is completely wrong. Some people will tell like always go for a don't put a charge till you reach about 20 to 10% of your laptop battery, then only put it. Sometimes you have to dry your battery complete to zero. Okay, that is completely wrong. So whenever it is a flow of electrons, here it is, this is your you have to understand the potential energy and voltage and electronics current related one. See, it is you are sending, it means the charging is like voltage and current is flowing from here to here. For example, um, here I'm 70% already full. Okay, it won't withdraw the more current. Okay, it withdraw the current from the potential part, right? So the voltage, the we are drawing the voltage part from your charger to your battery, but your battery is already at 70%. It's slowly, the rate of flow will be slow. But if you are in a 30% or 20%, rate of flow increases. That's a current. So increases means it increase temperature. It means your battery get heated. Check like your mobile phone at almost like a 70%, 60% charge is there, safe. You put a charging, no problem. But when you see battery is almost 15%, 20%, that time you put a charging, so just for a boost the 20 to 25%, immediately it will go for a 20 to 25%. But problem is temperature. This temperature will damage other circuit boards also, possibility. So be careful that one. Understand how electronics are working. So next one is, as I said, like a battery thing. After 100%, don't put a charging. It's not required, guys. In your laptop, I'm not talking about mobile phone. So mainly in laptop, if you are working, I'm currently working with my laptop, right? So morning 9:30, I start my laptop, but I don't put any charge for my laptop. So just I start my laptop at 9:15, 9:10, 9:15. I start my laptop by 9:20, 9:25. Laptop is cut ready. I have to log in first of all. I have to log into office because I'm not going to office, right? So I have to log in remotely. So anyway, we are not in a main office, Hyderabad office. We are in a Pune, so compulsory we have to log in through internet only, right? So by before that 9:30, I have to log in. So for that purpose, I start my laptop. I didn't put any charging that time, but slowly charging will be down, and so 9:40, I will put a charge. So I start my session and all everything. So by 10 o'clock, we join the session, right? I kept my charger like that only. Now it is 68% is there for my laptop. Laptop charging is there. Once I reach 100%, I don't remove my charging. I don't remove my charging till I shut down the PC, because I keep working after 6:30, 7:30. Someone will send a message or something like that. So I will keep my till I at night, almost like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I shut down my laptop. Laptop, not desktop. It's only laptop. Okay. So because once completed work and everything is fine, no one is asking any doubt or remote session are there. So I'll finally I shut down it. But I will keep 100%. I will keep the charger like that only. Why? When you are running your system, more battery power is required. So keep it your charger. So then make sure that your battery is working good, 100%. Maybe sometimes power cut for a 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. If I shut down, then another problem. So even that time also, it is very good. I can able to keep my laptop like that only. Okay, so I try to understand what I'm doing. Next, some people will tell once you got a 20% or a 10% of laptop charge, then only put a charging. Already told, lesser percentage of battery, it will draw more current and it will give it heats your battery, and that battery heat may reflect on your laptop and then your laptop other components will also may damage. Remember that one. My best suggestion is whenever you reach 50%, it means 60 to 50%. It means 55, 60, 55, 50, almost you are reaching up to 50. Immediately put charging. If you are working on your system, at least maybe 100% or 90%, at least by 50%, at least you reach a 50% of your laptop, then put a charging. Don't wait for a 20% to drown or a 10% to drain off your battery. Put a charging at a at least by 50%. You check the battery thing, so it is around 50 or maybe a 45. Okay, so you reach 50, so immediately react and put a charging. 50 to 45 also okay, no problem. But don't wait for a till battery completely dry. Okay, so you can keep your battery. This is my second battery. So we got this laptop in 2013, I think so. My sister brought it. Okay, then I start using in 2015. 14 I joined in a company. So okay, I think so. It is from 15. I'm carrying this laptop. Okay, now I changed battery at 2017. So almost like how many years? Almost like 3 to 4 years, right? So it's around 4 years, 3 to 4 years, or 3.5 years. Now 2001, 2021. How many years? Around 4 years, right? Still my battery work. So what happened at 2017? Something is happened properly shut down or maybe the connection something is went wrong. Suddenly my battery is corrupted. Normally it give very less power support, but still it is working. At least half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour charging will stay, not for 3 4 hours because it's two cell battery only. So that is my formula. Charging will keep your device run longer time. There is a flash in a battery also there, so that's a different point. Okay, guys. So display consumes more power. Okay, if I'm working, okay, that is good. If I'm working in my laptop, I need a display. I'm not working. I went for some work, or maybe I went for a lunch, or I went for some work in my kitchen, or something like that one. So I'm not using my device. I'm not using my laptop. But problem is the display still running. The battery is consuming. Battery power, total power battery or a wide power. It is consumes lot of energy there. To protect your battery or to protect your system from consuming more power, so automatically the display will off in 10 minutes. or maybe a 15 minutes or maybe a 20 minutes. So depends upon setting. So it will turn off automatically. Display is turn off if you are not using it. Next, for example, you went for a lunch, or you want to meet your friend, or maybe you have some work in outside. You return after half an hour or 1 hour. If you look at your laptop, it go to sleep. Why sleep mode? As you someone told, like I told, display. So display consumes more power, but also CPU, RAM, hard disk, and other components also consumes more power, right? Also consumes power when system is running. If display is not running, does not mean system is not running. System is also running. System also other components like a processor, RAM, and hard disk, and the components inside like a Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, everything will consumes power. So to protect it, like you are not doing anything, so then why should we waste the power? Either it is a battery power or maybe a wide, whether it is a direct power or maybe a battery power. So you should not waste the power. You should not consume the power. So then what happened? Like you start your laptop and you went outside, and you didn't connect a main power connection also. Maybe power cut. So it consume from battery, and still PC is running. Even if you are not using, PC is running. The battery will dry. Battery will dead finally. So to protect it, what it will do? It will go to sleep mode automatically after 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 1 hour or like that. So depends upon your setting. Okay. Because of due to this display and sleep mode, our virtual machines also go to what we can say paused mode. Okay. So how to change this thing? We'll see. Display turn off if you are not using your system for the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depends upon your setting. It go to the sleep mode to protect your PC from withdraws lot of power from your battery. So it will go to the sleep mode automatically after if you are not using for a 20 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. So automatically go to sleep mode. So what is that timing? So how it will be decided timing, and what is these things? We'll see. So how it is thing is happen is a called power options. In system we have a power options. Based on the power options you selected, so this timing will be dependent. So we'll see that what are the power options. Go to the settings. Okay, click on here, you will get the settings. Can you able to see the screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is a system. This is system. Already I told, so go to each and every option and go to sub options, check it what is there. Okay, so that is a system. So we'll go to the system first. Lot of options are there. We have to see one by one, and remember step by steps also. Practice in a step by step. When you do like a step by step. Settings, system, then we go to power and sleep. Can you able to see the power and sleep, or can I use the magnifier? Okay, this option power and sleep. Okay, here it is showing screen and sleep. When plugged in, turn off after 10 minutes. Even power is there, means I connected a charger. Okay, I connected to charger, so it will give you 10 minutes time. So 10 minutes, if I'm not doing anything with the system, automatically it go to it turn off the screen. Next, sleep mode. If I don't do anything for next 30 minutes, for example, 1 o'clock, I given a lunch break, I keep the system like this. I went for a cooking or eating food and all. By 1:30 or 1:40, so it will go to sleep mode by default. Okay, so we can directly change these options from here if you are require different timing settings. Both are when plugged in. Okay, PC goes to sleep after 30 minutes. You can change these things directly. Like from here also you can change it. But not changing here. I'm going to additional power settings. I'm going to additional power settings. The related settings, you can see additional power settings. Then it is going to directly control panel. So when you click on this additional power settings, it go to control panel. It should go. Yeah, it is came. So I'm click on here. So then it will show some extra options also. Yeah, maybe we need a magnifier for this one. Okay, so it is become blur because I changed magnifier settings. But you can check in your system. But guys, forget to tell one important point, that is, don't do practicals parallelly. Mainly, like looking at the screen, in your screen you want to see it. That is a little bit okay. Okay, little bit okay. But as my flow, I'm not waiting to you do in your system. I don't wait because we don't have that much time in online classrooms. Like you have to do it and then I have to do it again. I have to do some step, then you have to do it. That won't happen. And some people still may not be done with their system also. Okay, so do it afterwards, or maybe in a break time, maybe lunch time, or maybe after session completed in the evening. You have to sit at least for a half an hour or 1 hour to complete all practicals. Today what are the practicals you done? If you have any doubt, if you got any problem, take a picture, put it in a group. I will connect it and I will try to solve your problems also. Okay, so here four things are there showing, but mainly important three. What is the first one?
Balanced.
Balanced. Second,
Power saver. High performance.
okay. So this is ultimate performance, something newly added here. So it is showing now four. First important, like a power saver, balanced, high performance. Maybe we can give fourth rank for this one. Okay. So what is this balanced? What is this balanced? Automatically balanced performance with energy consumption and capable hardware. Okay, so you don't require a separate nodes for that one. So very simple, you can able to uh, note it from your system only or from here only. Automatically balance performance with energy consumption on capable hardware. What is a power saver? Save energy by reducing your computer performance where possible. It reduce the performance. Okay, where is it's a possible, so then it reduce the performance, increase the battery supply. Power saver, performance is low, but power saving is more. Balance, performance is moderated. Performance is moderated, and battery saving is also moderated, not fully saving, but it's okay. So balanced is actually recommended and a better one option generally. High performance. Performance is high, but battery consumption is more. More energy it will take. Ultimate. So ultimate performance will use in high-end PCs like a normal desktops and all. So ultimate performance only. But when you go using a laptop, so mainly these three options. Best option is balanced. Second option, if you don't connect it to a charger or maybe power cut is there, better is that power cut environments. If you are in a power cut environment or unable to put a laptop battery charge, so power saver is better one. Okay, so otherwise balance is better one. High performance, like you are working in a laptop, you're continuously working in laptop and you connected a charger also, no power cut, charger is there, full charging is there, and you are working continuously. Okay, some people, you know, I'm working from since I start my laptop at 9:15 and by I start classes at 10 o'clock until night 11:12. I keep my laptop till 6:30. Continuous working is there in laptop except for only lunchtime. So mainly we are working, we are virtual machines, teaching and all. So for me, so high performance is better. And I have a power supply also. If a power supply is moderated, not guarantee kind of stuff, working normal presentation or maybe online classes, power supply is there also. Balanced is better one. You are working very light. You are working very light. No guarantee power supply. Battery is okay working, but always maximum it depends upon battery only. Okay. Just you are doing some presentation. That's it. Not more work. Your main work is very less, but to protect your system, batteries are is a better one. So what is the differences between these things? We'll see again. Guys, understand or can I go again? Power options, balanced, power saver, high performance. Balanced, power saver. Of course, one more point is added now, so we'll see that ultimate. So mainly first three you should remember that one. So what are the difference between these things also? Okay. So balanced, it means your performance and power saving both will be balanced mode only. Power saver, less performance, more battery saver. So where we use, if you don't have more charger connections, just you want to do some presentation, like you have to take the laptop and show the presentation to the people, mainly for laptop only. Okay, only just a presentation or a very light work you are doing, so very serious work is not you're doing. Okay, something you are reading some material or maybe a browsing. Okay, not continuous work, not continuous or a heavy work is not there, heavy work is not there, then go to power saver. Okay, if you are doing some heavy work, continuous presentations or maybe a continuous working or deployments, virtual machines, or maybe you are doing some software coding like that. Okay, so you're continuously are working, so we need a high performance. In a high performance, compulsory put a charging, mainly for a desktop, always high performance. mainly for regular desktops, high performance, because we are giving direct supply, not battery supply. We are giving direct AC supply. Then it is not internally, no batteries are there, right? So high performance is for ultimate performance, and high performance for PC servers kind of stuff, because it should not go to sleep mode first of all. Okay. And second one is if you are doing some heavy work, continuous classes, or continuously are attending the classes, or maybe you are watching a movies, or some videos, or maybe that is a second part. Okay. Main important, so you are working like a programming, or maybe on virtual machines deployments, like that you are doing some heavy work like AutoCAD. Okay. Heavy work you are doing, so SolidWorks, then better to put a high performance. Make sure that you connected to a main supply, means charger is connected, not draw from the battery. So that is in this one. So these three things you have to be careful. Next, what is the difference between power saver and balanced? First I will show you the balanced. Change plan settings, click on a change plan settings. If you see, turn off the display, put the computer to sleep. 10 minutes, 30 minutes. What it is showing? 10 minutes and 30 minutes. Turn off the display. 10 minutes. Sleep mode. 30 minutes. So in a balanced mode, if you don't touch a PC for next 10 minutes, your display is off. And if you don't touch the PC for from almost 30 minutes, you didn't touch your PC, it go to sleep mode automatically. We can change it, no problem, but I'm not changing anything. I'm going back, one step back. Why it is not? Again, what is the power saver? So power saver, change plan settings. Power saver, change plan set. I think I changed something. So we'll go to once again. I got it out. Yeah, here it is. Change plan settings for power saver. See the 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Okay. You see the turn off display in 5 minutes. Sleep mode 15 minutes. Turn off display 5 minutes. Sleep mode 15 minutes. Now can you tell what is the difference between balanced mode and power saver mode? What is the difference? Balanced, turn off the display. What happened?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Sleep mode. When it go to sleep mode?
30
After
minutes.
after 30 minutes, if you don't touch anything, after 30 minutes it go to sleep mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And power saver. When it go to turn off the display?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay. 5 minutes. Here it go to
15
sleep
minutes.
mode 15 minutes. So see the difference? The timing is different. Power saver means if you don't touch for the next 5 minutes, automatically turn off the display, save the battery. Go to the sleep mode, next 15 minutes you don't do it. So go to the sleep mode, save the battery. Complete battery saver, sleep mode. So it won't do it. But you don't lose the data. Any unsaved or saved data won't be lost. Any open active data is there. For example, I open my other things like notepad is running. Okay, excel sheet is there. So I'm running with some data, saved and unsaved data won't gone directly in a sleep mode. So when you start your PC again, so after sleep mode, again you press the power button, then automatically it woke from the sleep and restore the what are the status before it go to the sleep. Before it go to the sleep, it show the system information. Okay, so there is some other advanced restore default planning is there. You can create your own power plan setting also. So okay, I think you understand difference between balanced and power saver, and what is the timing. Otherwise I will tell again, no problem. High performance, see the high performance, change plan settings. High performance, change plan settings, 15 minutes and never sleep. Turn off the display, just turn off the display. It means if you move the mouse, once it is go to the display off, if you move the mouse or press any key to woke up from display, again it will open. But if you observe, it never go to sleep, it not go to the sleep mode. So because high performance, when we use high performance, when you need a continuous work, so morning to evening or entire night, or like you are working on virtual machines or programming or maybe database, you're continuously working, so the sleep mode may interrupt your work. Okay, for example, you are installing a machine, it take 1 hour 2 hours. Meantime you went some outside, you didn't touch your PC. What happened? Your system went to the sleep mode, work is interrupted, right? Sometimes you are downloading something, you are a very important plugins are downloading, it took lot of time, but meantime it went to the sleep mode. All like that. Like a Jenkins, it will take lot of time to download all the plugins and all. Okay, so don't put a sleep mode, you should go with a high performance. Okay, I am using my VMware virtual machine here, and I have to work till evening, so I don't want to put this one in a sleep mode. I never want to put a sleep mode. So either I do go to the balanced mode, change plan settings, and increase the sleep mode timing. For example, 1 hour. Earlier it is 30 minutes is there. By default 30 minutes. I can change it to 1 hour or maybe a 2 hours, or maybe I can change it to never also. Or like I can put it in a 2 hours. Or I'll keep it in a 30 minutes for this one. Cancel. I use high performance instead, because high performance, it won't go to the sleep mode. Okay, it won't go to the sleep mode. Display, turn off display is okay for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes display off, then if I move the mouse or I can log in again, no problem. But if it is go to the sleep, my virtual machine is also go to power saver mode kind of stuff, right? So I want to keep running this virtual machine till my classes, means my practicals completed for today, right? So that's why I put a high performance. Any doubts, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, so that is I selected
No,
a high performance. Very good. This is one for options.
Where
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I can. Someone is asking doubt, please. If anyone is asking question, it's okay. Let's continue. Okay, so again, so how to set the power options? I will ask the question. So I will ask someone. Chandana. No response. Okay. Pragya. So how to go to power options? How to change the power options? Tell me step by step. Okay, I understand. Chandana mic is not working, so we'll see that one later. Pragya. How to go to power options? And how to change the power options? I can't able to hear. Samhit. Please someone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Samhit. Tell me how to go to power options.
Sir, in settings, power and sleep options, sir. In settings.
First
First
go to
power and sleep.
First go to
Power and sleep.
settings.
Yes, sir.
You have to guide me. Okay. So yeah, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Next, which option?
Yes, sir. System.
Actually, you can go from the control
Power and
panel
sleep.
also. Very good. Next.
Additional power settings.
Very good.
Additional powers.
You can generally go to control panel and power options also there. Control panel, power options are there, but generally Windows 10 prefers more in a settings part. So you have to habituate it to use that one. I clicked on it. Where it is? Taking time. What happened? Is it open or not open? Yeah, it is open. Take time. Okay, now. Okay, so like this, we can change our power options. And guys, also read what is the bottom of this one. You don't require any textbooks, PPTs, video material to work with Windows. Just go to options, read what it is telling. Okay, which is the best one out of all these four? Which is the best, preferable,
High perform.
Balanced.
balanced?
Balance, sir.
Because it itself, Microsoft tell it is recommended.
Balance.
Okay, balanced. So if you don't have a power charging is not there, means no, power cut today, but some small work is there. Okay, power saver, and you are working light working, very small working like browsing or something like that. Balance is always better for your physical laptops also. You have a very heavy work today, so continuous work is there. If you want to take a break, but you can take a breaks, but work should be go on in your laptop, high performance, that's it. And also there is some other options are there. So if you look at those options here, choose what power button does. Okay, choose what power button does. It means you have a power button, if you press it automatically, it send a shutdown signal if you press once. Sometimes your PC is going to restart, not instead of shutting down, or it go to the sleep mode. See, when I press the power button, go to shutdown, sleep, turn off the display, do nothing. See, this is in your PC settings only. Got it? What power button does? And choose when to turn off the display. Change when computer sleeps directly. Okay, create your own power plan. So no need to depend upon balance power like that. Yourself also you can create a power plan also. So this is about your things. In control panel, go to large icons. If you open the control panel, go to large icons. You can see power options from here also. Here it is. Okay, this is your power options. If you click on a power options, you will go to directly power options. Okay. So this is the another way to go to power options. Very good. Uh, Next one is services. Okay. So next one is I'm going to tell services. Then I will give you a break. Okay. What is this services? Too much noise, right? Shut down the door. Close. Okay. What is services? What is services? Okay. So these services in Windows services. Okay, either by PC services or by applications. Okay, these services by your operating system. Okay, your OS related services. Okay, the services are related to operating system, operating system services, or maybe um, some applications, or maybe a future related services, OS features related services, or maybe a hardware related, for example, audio like that. Applications, so regular applications like things. Okay, features like BitLocker, or maybe a Hyper-V, like that related services, maybe installation related services, maybe clock related services, network related services. Okay, TCP IP related services. Okay, or maybe hardware related, as I said, like audio related, or maybe a display related, or maybe some part of hardware related services. So mainly OS related, application features related are there. So hardware is very often it will shows. Okay, here understand Windows services run when you start your PC. OS is loaded. After OS is loaded, OS related services run. The service OS related services. So instead of saying OS, I'm telling system. System means whole system, not user. System. System related services run once your OS is loaded. When system is started, OS is loaded automatically. System related services or system services. System services run starting. Okay, so when you start your PC, after PC start, OS is loaded. Okay, loaded system services will automatically start. Next one is user. When user is login, user services, user based services means user applications or a user environment related services will start automatically. Okay, starts automatically. Okay, next app based services means application based services means whenever you open a application, when you open an application, the app related service, that app related service will run. So here, very simple tell. Okay, so like this. So services are in your system running, may not be run, may be disabled, but the services are related to either it is operating system or operating system features or maybe an applications or maybe a hardware services are there. So and mainly like when you start your PC, the OS related services start automatically. Before you log into the PC, the OS based services generally start. Whenever you log into the PC, like you put a username and password. When you put a username and password, automatically user based services means the user application related, okay, a specific user application related, user settings related, like a display or audio, like that. Okay, user based applications or user settings related services will start automatically. Next, application. When you open application, the application related services run automatically. When you open only, then only it will that service is running. Here, the services, to go to the services, the command is, I'm putting in a cap letters does not mean it is a cap letter. So one of the major difference between Linux and Windows is not case sensitive, not required always a cases, except for a password, the case sensitive, but normally it is not a case sensitive, not much in a case sensitive manner. So you can give a command in a small letters, cap letters, or mixed letters. Okay, Windows is not a case sensitive. So that's why I'm typing in a caps for looking good. Services dot msc. This is a run command. So go to the run, put a services dot msc. Then you can see the services, current running services. Of course, you can see from the task manager also. You can see from the task manager services tab is there. You can see the services. But better to open from here, so then you can manage much better than normal task manager. Is a traditional way. What is MSC? Anyone knows? Idea?
Microsoft Console.
Microsoft Console. Correct. Microsoft Console. Okay. MS means Microsoft. C means console. Okay. Microsoft Console. Microsoft Console. MMC, Microsoft Management Console. Guys, when you go to the run in your virtual machine, so click on your virtual machine, check it, make sure that you are opening things from your virtual machine only. So that avoid the confusion, because virtual machine and your physical machine look like a almost same sometimes. Okay, click on your virtual machine, go to run, Windows R. If you don't know how to go to window run, please tell me. Okay, so here I'm typing services.msc. So it is looking a very small letters, right? Because of small letters. So I put a cap letter, both are same, services.msc. Okay, still if you feel it is a very small, then see, look at services.msc. Okay, it will open, so it will take little bit time to open. Guys, what you do, go to some notepad or your notebook, take some normal page, one empty page. Okay, type in that one, so run commands. What is run commands? The things we use in a run. So what are the commands you do put a run command? So one of the thing is like a services.msc, capital letter, small letter, no problem. Okay, and also I told one run thing for a networking purpose. What is that command? To open the network adapters directly instead of going to control panel and all. What is the command?
ncpa.cpl.
Very good. ncpa.cpl. CPL means control panel. MSC means Microsoft Console. Okay. I will tell one by one whenever the run command comes. Put it in one place. So then you will get to know. So what are the run commands frequently we use? So many are there. So commonly we use comp, comp, computer, comp, mgmt. Okay. So comp mgmt.msc. Okay, this is the most frequently used MSc, comp mgmt.msc, mgmt management, mgmt management. Okay, like that we have a lot of run commands are there. So we'll discuss those kind of stuff when we use it. So keep it there. Okay, instead of giving some blindly giving something, so like that. So I maximize my services. So select any of this one. For example, application information or application identity, application management. Can you see a description here? This description will tell what is the use of this particular services. What is the use of this particular services? See, BitLocker drive encryption. It is one of the feature or option in our Windows machine. See, to see what is the description of these services. Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a hardware related, right? Bluetooth is a hardware related, hardware dependent services. Branch cache, again future related. Voice related. Complex, voice related. Okay, like that. So each service is meant for a something. Some services are a network services, some are local services, like that. It is also, you can see local service. So this is again network service. Okay, if you see description column here, status running and nothing blank, start type manual or automatic. Okay, so what is this manual or automatic? So first we'll see what is this automatic. There is a types of services are there. Types are type or service types. Okay, automatic. It is not service type. Start type. It is not a service type. You have to say startup type. Okay. What is a startup type? Automatic means there is a main three are there. So plus two are there. Plus two. So important three. So plus two. Also I will explain. What is this automatic? When I start my PC, the service start automatically. When a operating system is loaded, system is ready, then these services start automatically. So without your putting hand in that one, so then automatically service is started. For example, I have a web server. So when I start my PC, the web service should be start automatically, like a automatic. Or maybe I start my PC automatically run. This display is running, right? The display is running. That is also a service. Automatically run the display. When I start my PC, once when I user is login, load antivirus, automatic service. When system is started, the service is start automatically. That is called automatic. Next one is manual. Manual, two ways are there. Manual means either you personally start a particular service. You personally starts a particular service. That is called a manual. It won't run automatically when you start with a PC. Okay, you have to run manually. So you have to go to the services, open the services, start the service. That is manual service. I told two things are there in manual service. One is you run the service. Another one is if you open some application. For example, if I open CC Cleaner, the CC Cleaner service will run only when you open the service. Or updates are there. When time is triggered, Windows updates automatically run. When time is triggers, time, particular time daily, 2 o'clock, do updates. Check for updates. Okay. So when 2 o'clock is happened, automatically the service runs. That is called a manual service. That is called a manual. Either it is a user can either user start service or either user start service or by open a application or triggered by application or time. When time's up, then automatically this is in this particular time do like this. In this particular time do backup. Okay, I can schedule a backup like every day, evening 10 o'clock. Do the backup of my PC. Time triggers the backup services run. Okay, so it's triggered by application or a time, usually like a time. Okay, that is called a manual. Automatic, when system starts means fully loaded. So loaded, OS is loaded. Okay, service start automatically. So because of Zoom, it is like that. Okay, I think small points we got it. Another one is disable. Disabled services. What is this disabled services? Never start service automatically. Here it is manual, either user start service or by application or a trigger by time service starts automatically. If you are open a particular application, okay, if you are open a particular application or you there's a time triggers or a happens, so then service starts automatically or user start manually. Okay, so you start service manually. Or application, if you open an application or there is a particular time given for a certain application like a Windows updates, backups, if you given a time limit, then automatically service start automatically. But in a if in a disable mode, if you are in a startup type is disabled, the service never start automatically. So you have to start by changing into manual, and then only we can able to start. Okay, next one is status. So you can start the service. If you start the service, if service is running, then it shows running. Next one is stop. If you stop the service, then it is shows like a stop. Another two status are there. Pause. Next one is resume. You can pause certain services because the service is running, it causing some issues like you are installing some application due to some service. Temporarily you are getting some problem. So then you can pause the service. Then you can resume the service afterwards. Okay, like that. So we can pause the service or resume the services. Like pause is means paused, resume means resumed. But important two things are there: start and stop. Okay, so these are the terminologies in your services. Okay, the services are related to operating system, applications, features, whatever it is. So it is belongs to certain. So we have a lot of services are there. And to open the services, it's a very easy thing is go to run and services.msc. There's a three startup types are there: automatic, manual, and disabled. Automatic means when system started loaded automatically, the services starts. Or a user is login after login of user base services also start automatically. Okay. Also, when user logins, when user login, user based services. It means user related one the particular related like administrator, normal user like that, right? So user based services start automatically. Okay. So important, what is automatic? When system is started, without you log into user, we can't see, right? So when you see the system automatically services runs, that is called automatic. Manual means user has to manually start particular service or by open some application a time is triggered, so automatically a service is start automatically. Disabled means service never start by automatically. When service is running, it is showing running, or if you click on a start, then it is turned into running. Running means it's a running services. If you click on a stop, automatically it shows stopped services. Services stopped. We'll see few things like how to check the service, how to change the manual thing, and I will ask things. You can see lot of services here. Okay, you can see lot of services here, and check in your system also. Go through one by one services. See power, printer spool, plug and play, peer name, something is there, DHCP client, DNS client. Okay, like that. It is you can see that one SNMP traps. Okay, TCP/IP BIOS helper. task scheduler, system event broker. So there are a lot of things are there. So VMware. So VMware is an application, right? So like we are running this machine in VMware and we install VMware tools. VMware tools related one. Virtual disk, Wi-Fi, Windows Audio, Windows Backup, Windows Biometric Services, Windows Camera Frame Server, okay, Windows Connect Now, Windows Defender Advance. Okay, it is in manual. See, you can see manual, automatic or running directly. But this is manual running. It means it, by triggering by certain events. Event collector, Windows installer. If you want to install some application, at the time of your installing application, automatically this manual become start running the process. It is in manual only, but automatically start the running process. Installation completed, then it is going to stop. Running go to stop. Okay. So guys, we'll go to the one example service. First of all, I will show you that one. I always try to show this one only, application identity. Can you look at this one, application identity service? Okay, this is a service is related to app locker. If you are enabled this app locker feature in your PC, then if you want to run, if you want to make app locker works, if you run these services only, if application identity service run, then only app locker feature works. It's a future based one. Determine and verify identity of an application. Disabling this will prevent app locker from being enforced. Okay, so this is a application identity service. Application identity. I'm closing it again and I will open application identity. Okay, it is showing in a manual manner. So how to convert into manual into automatic? Just click on manual. You can select automatic. What is this automatic delayed start? Automatic delayed start means system when automatic means when system start, automatically service start. Delayed start means after some time, means when system is started, user login, everything is running fine, then only the service start automatically. Not starting, interrupting your regular process. Instead of that, you can put it as a delayed start. If you put a automatic, okay, and apply, access denied. Why? I start service, now apply. Why I can't change? I'm a regular user, right? So I'm an administrator by default. I'm going to this one service. It should not deny my service. Uh, Guys, don't worry. I will give you break. Let me finish these services. Run as administrator. Run as administrator is better. So you'll get admin rights. Then it will never shows. So usually we'll go to the long story. It may give you a little bit headache, but so it is running now. Actually, it is not running earlier, but it is showing that point. Okay, I started a service. See, it is running, but it is showing manual running. It means manual running means I started a service manually. If I restart this PC, automatically the service won't run. Understand the part? Okay, so here this is a manual, service is manual, and it is running because of I start this service manually. Now, if I reboot this PC, automatically service in the stopped mode only, automatically stopped mode only. It won't run automatically until unless if I change this one to automatic. Okay. See it is. This is now stopped. This is now stopped. Now I restart my PC. It is in stopped mode only. For example, if I convert into automatic and stopped mode, then apply OK. I restart my PC. After reboot my PC, this service run automatically. This service run automatically. Understand? Even if it is in a stopped mode now, currently it is in stopped mode, but startup type is automatic. After reboot, okay, it is in automatic and stopped mode. But I reboot my PC or restart my PC, what are the name you say? Okay, I reboot my PC, but service starts automatically. Service start automatically after reboot. So automatic means service start automatically when system starts. Manual, you have to start the service by manually or by an application. So this is the manual one. Okay, like this. Another one is disabled. In disable, click apply. See here why it is showing access denied. You can't start the service in a disable mode. You can't start the service in disable mode. Actually, it shows like this only. The stop pause is there, no? It is like that. Nothing is working here. Why access denied still? I didn't understand. The worst pieces are there. One second. So it is
Same to me also, sir. It's showing access denied.
what it is.
For me also, it's showing as access denied, sir.
Yeah, that's. I got a question like I open as a run as an administrator also. I open as a run as an administrator. It means I'm administrator, and I said I'm an administrator also. Then why should it is showing? It's a manual stop. Okay, I put it in a disable mode and I apply. Yes, see. This is become matter flag. Okay. So what happened? That you know, people believe something is not going on good at all. It's maybe like a muhurt problem or something. Time. This is the same example I use that the same example as that one. So this is a Windows update. So this is a manual triggered. It means when time is there for a particular time period, so automatically these services runs. So it is a manual, but automatically system will get update when time is triggers. This is a time based triggering thing. We'll go to the settings. Go to update and security settings. Go to update and security. Here it is. Update thing is going on. It is searching for a checking update kind of stuff. Okay, error encounter last check today 10:51. We'll try install it later. We cannot install some updates because other updates are in progress. And if you see, this is something you have to manually do it, download and install kind of stuff, or it will automatically do it if time is triggers. See, it is showing active hours currently 8 morning 8 to evening 5 o'clock. View update history, advanced options, paused for 7 days. So it will verify will when a time is triggers automatically it try to download those in advanced options nothing is there. Oh, there is a few more options are given. So pause updates, update notification, restart this device soon, restart this soon, possible restart install updates and must be plugged in. Download updates over connection, metered connection. Receive updates, other
Sir,
updated. Yeah,
sir, it's working in my PC.
it's working in your
I
PC.
think you should check your permissions once.
Yeah, I use administrator account, but run as administrator. Okay, okay. We will go for that one. I click on that
Yes, sir,
retry
it is
now.
not working, sir.
Working? If it is working good,
I was
then
able to change the priority set from automatic to manual for Windows update. It was not showing access denied.
yeah, it will work. So don't worry that one. Uh, Here I'm trying to show you. Thing is, these Windows updates. If you are seeing in a service, it shows manual, not in a automatic. It is time triggered. It means when time is when time is come to check whether it is updates are available or to download the updates if download update is available and installing the updates and restarting the PC when updates are installed successful. Okay, so this is that time will trigger automatically every day 3 o'clock. Check the updates like that. It check whether any update is available like that. So time triggers. That's what is showing manual. So now can you see it is running? Earlier it is stopped. Now it is showing running. Why it is showing running? Because I click on retry. Here it is checking for updates. It's a manual checking for updates. I didn't change the. I didn't start manually. I didn't start the. It's manually. I didn't start this one, but it is showing running because of why it is showing running because of this one. Got the point? No one is responding. Okay. So once I finish this one, while it is going on update available last check today 12:05, when it is something is going on downloading kind of stuff, let it download and install updates. Once we done, okay, I can disable it. Okay, so make sure nothing updates should be on the way or kind of stuff should not be there. Okay, make sure all updates are currently downloaded should be installed. Okay, all what are the pending updates or new updates should be completed. After that one only you can disable it. Okay, you can disable it. So but it is running. uh, um, Guys, understand why it is showing running? Because updates are running. That's it, automatically go to running. Once updates are completed, installation, restart, everything is completed, it go to stop automatically. It shows stopped only. Okay, so this is the thing about your services. Okay, so Windows time, so many things are there. So manual, automatic. This one. After break, meanwhile, these updates will be completed. Okay, these updates are completed, we have to restart. Then I will show you how to disable immediately. Okay. Where are we last? Here. Automatic, manual, disable, start, stop. Guys, understand these points. The difference between automatic, manual triggered, trigger by time or trigger by running the services. I can't able to show you how to change it because it's showing some error. So no problem. Let it go on. So then I will show you again anyway. No one is responding. My voice is not clear or my mic is down.
Everything is fine.
Okay. I have to stop these things, right? Guys, take a break.
This conference